The greatest lie of the modern era is that wealth is a product of effort. We are told that if we work harder, stay longer, and sacrifice more, the numbers will eventually shift in our favor. But if effort were the primary driver of riches, the hardest workers in the world would be the wealthiest. They aren't. Wealth isn't a hardware problem, it's a software problem. Most people are trying to run a millionaire lifestyle on a survival operating system. They are playing a game where the rules were changed decades ago, and they are still using the old manual. Today, we are looking at 3 specific blueprints, 3 books that don't just offer advice, but provide an entire system upgrade. This is the journey from working for money to making money work for you. To change your bank account, you must first change your vocabulary. In the 1990s, Robert Kiyosaki introduced a concept that shattered the middle-class dream. Your house is not an asset. An asset is something that puts money into your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out. Most people spend their lives collecting liabilities that they think are assets. They are trapped in what Kiyosaki calls the rat race, a cycle of earning more only to spend more on a bigger house, a faster car, and a more expensive lifestyle. To escape, we must understand the cash flow quadrant. Most of the world lives on the left side, the employees and the self-employed. Here, you trade time for money. If you stop moving, the money stops flowing. The wealthy live on the right side, the business owners and investors. This is the strategic layer of wealth. It's the realization that your most valuable resource isn't your labor, it's your capital. The rich don't work for money. They build systems and acquire assets that generate cash flow while they sleep. When you stop being a servant to your paycheck and start being a master of your assets, the game changes forever. Strategy is useless if your behavior is broken. This is the behavioral layer. Morgan Housel's The Psychology of Money posits that doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are and a lot to do with how you behave. Consider the story of Ronald Read. He was a janitor and a gas station attendant. He lived a quiet, unremarkable life. When he died at age 92, the world was shocked to find he had a net worth of over $8 million. He didn't win the lottery. He didn't have a high-frequency trading bot. He simply mastered the soft skill of patience and the mathematics of compounding. Wealth is what you don't see. It's the cars not purchased, the diamonds not bought, and the ego kept in check. Most people use money to show people how much money they have, which is the fastest way to have less money. The secret isn't being a genius. It's being consistently not stupid for a very long period. It's understanding that enough is the most important word in the financial dictionary. If strategy is the map and behavior is the fuel, then mindset is the engine. Over 80 years ago, Napoleon Hill studied the most successful people of his era to find a common thread. He found it in definedness of purpose. This isn't wishful thinking or manifesting. It is a biological reality rooted in your reticular activating system, RAS. Your brain is bombarded with millions of bits of data every second. It has to filter out what is irrelevant. When you have a burning desire, a clear, obsessive financial goal, you are literally programming your RAS to look for opportunities that were always there but previously invisible. You start seeing connections, meeting the right people, and noticing market gaps. Mindset is the alchemy of wealth. It is the persistence to endure when the psychology fails and the strategy seems slow. Hill's work teaches us that the mind is a magnetic force. It attracts the physical equivalent of our most dominant thoughts. If you think in lack, you see lack. If you think in opportunity, you find a way to grow rich. These aren't just 3 books. They are the three dimensions of a new reality. Rich Dad, Poor Dad gives you the strategy. Build assets, not liabilities. The psychology of money gives you the behavior. Stay humble and let time do the heavy lifting. Think and Grow Rich gives you the mindset. Program your brain to obsess over the outcome. Most people try to solve their financial problems with more earning. They think a $10,000 raise will fix a $10,000 a month spending habit. It won't. You cannot out-earn a bad philosophy. The fastest way to grow your wealth isn't to work 80 hours a week. It is to collapse time by borrowing the experience of those who have already decoded the game. Reading one of these books is like downloading 40 years of someone else's mistakes and successes into your brain in a single afternoon. It is the ultimate arbitrage. You are currently the result of the ideas you have accepted as true. If you want a different result, you need different ideas. The path to becoming a millionaire isn't paved with gold. It's paved with pages. It's built on the quiet realization that you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You just need to learn how to drive. Stop reacting to your bank account and start acting on your education. Upgrade your thinking, and your life will have no choice but to follow. If you are ready to stop chasing money and start attracting wealth, your first investment shouldn't be in the stock market. It should be in your own mind. Subscribe to keep your software updated. Start reading. Start thinking different today.